Welcome to How to Get Started on Your Energy Efficiency Project. To access the attachments mentioned throughout this course, use your mouse to hover your cursor over the top of the course window while the course is not in full screen mode. A menu with a gray background will appear at the top of the course window. Next, click Attachments in the menu. Perhaps the most common reason for delaying energy efficiency projects is that it's just not in this year's budget. Businesses often feel that rather than taking on the cost immediately, a better financial decision is postponing the installation of energy-efficient equipment until funds are available for upgrades. What businesses may not realize is that delaying installation delays the point at which energy savings can begin. In many instances, the lost energy savings incurred by postponing the project for 1 year are greater than the cost of the energy efficiency project, making the decision to do it now the better financial decision. ActOnEnergy helps offset the cost of implementing an energy savings project by providing incentives to help you start saving now. This course covers the resources available for getting started on an energy efficiency project, including ActOnEnergy Program Allies, Energy Advisors, Incentive Applications, Project Eligibility, and Business Eligibility. One way to get started on an energy efficiency project is to research potential projects you can implement at your facility using Ameren, Illinois ActOnEnergy resources. 3 key resources that can help you identify potential projects include ActOnEnergy.com, education and training webinars, and customer case studies. Let's look at how to find each of these resources. To get to the ActOnEnergy Business Incentives page, go to ActOnEnergy.com, click Ameren, Illinois, and then click For My Business. From here, you can access information regarding cash incentives for various types of equipment and for various industries. Another resource to help you get started is the Ameren, Illinois ActOnEnergy Education and Training webinars and the recorded webinars in the webinar archive. To get to the ActOnEnergy Education and Training webpage, hover over the For My Business tab at the top of the page and choose Education and Training from the drop-down. Another way to get started is to explore the Ameren, Illinois ActOnEnergy case studies to learn about some of the projects business customers have completed. The case studies highlight project ideas and savings potentials for many different projects. There's a link to the Case Studies webpage in the Attachments tab of this window. Besides the 3 resources mentioned, another way to research potential projects is to take note of the current equipment at your facility. Do you have old light fixtures that use inefficient T12 lamps and magnetic ballasts? If so, those could be replaced with energy-efficient T8 or T5 lamps with electronic ballasts. Do you have an old boiler or air conditioner that could be replaced with a more efficient model or needs a tune-up? Another way to research potential projects is to explore the business online store. There are many energy-saving products available at the online store. The online store has products available to purchase for all electric business customers where the incentive is built into the price. The online store allows you to save money on products, save on energy costs every year, and currently has free shipping. You can access the online store by clicking the button on the screen. There is also a link to the Business Online Store in the Attachments tab of this window. Next, we'll go over the products available at the online store. The second step for getting started with your energy efficiency project is to contact a program ally or energy advisor. You can contact a program ally to help you apply for cash incentives for your project. Program allies have been trained in how the program works and have experience in conducting projects with the ActOnEnergy program. You can find a list of program allies on the ActOnEnergy website. There's a link to the Find a Contractor page in the Attachments tab of this window. If you have any questions about the ActOnEnergy program, feel free to contact the Ameren, Illinois ActOnEnergy advisor from your territory to request a free energy consultation that will outline the upgrades that will save energy and money at your facility. This map shows the Ameren, Illinois territories covered by each ActOnEnergy Energy Advisor. The third step for getting started with your energy efficiency project is to download an Ameren, Illinois ActOnEnergy Incentive Application. Let's look at how to locate and download an application. To find a standard application, go to the ActOnEnergy For My Business homepage and choose a program from those listed on the page. The application for each program is located on each corresponding web page. To go to this page now, click the pause button and then click the link provided in the Attachments tab. For example, if you choose lighting from the ActOnEnergy For My Business homepage, it takes you to the lighting incentive page shown here on the screen. This is where you can access a copy of the standard lighting application. There are links to the lighting incentive page and the application guide in the Attachments tab of this window. When you're exploring a web page for a particular incentive, you will find the application on the right-hand side of the screen. The fourth step for getting started with your energy efficiency project is to complete an incentive application. Next, we'll go over some important items to keep in mind when completing an incentive application. It's a good idea to review the application to see the incentives available as soon as you have an energy efficiency project in mind. Please keep in mind the ActOnEnergy program is an incentive program, not a rebate program. And as such, the cash incentives offered through this program are intended to make a difference in your decision to complete your energy efficiency project. Once you have a project in mind, you will fill out the application in order to receive cash incentives. To learn more about how to complete an application for ActOnEnergy Business Incentives, click the button on the screen for an online course on this topic. There is a link to this course also in the Attachments tab of this window. Before completing an application for incentives, the first thing you'll want to do is check whether your project and your business are eligible for incentives under the Ameren, Illinois ActOnEnergy Business Program. To be eligible, the equipment must be new and must be installed at a business or commercial or industrial building. Also, to be eligible for incentives, applicants must be a non-residential electric and/or gas customer of Ameren, Illinois, and have a rider EDR or rider GER surcharge on their Ameren, Illinois bill. Public buildings are not eligible for the program, but are encouraged to contact DCEO for incentive opportunities. Another reason to review the incentive application before you begin your project is that you'll want to check the pre-approval requirements. Pre-approval is required before any commitment on project installation or purchase is made for standard program projects requesting more than $10,000 in incentives. Pre-approval is always required for all custom projects. After you've identified your project and have completed an incentive application, the next step is to complete your project. Once your project is finished, you'll want to complete the incentive payment request section of the application. You'll also want to complete the customer acknowledgement and signature section of the application. This page must be completed in its entirety in order for ActOnEnergy to accept it as indication that your project is complete and that you're requesting payment of your incentive. All projects must include invoices for equipment installed. Also know that some projects require invoices for all completed labor. This is the timeline you can expect for the application process and incentive payment. It's up to the customer to notify ActOnEnergy if there's any anticipation of missing any of these deadlines. Otherwise, incentive funds will be in jeopardy. If you have submitted your project for pre-approval, it may take up to 2 weeks for pre-approval. Whether you submitted your project for pre-approval or not, you have up to 120 days to complete the project and then an additional 30 days to submit your paperwork. Once ActOnEnergy receives the final paperwork and required documentation, ActOnEnergy will complete a thorough review of the application. Once the application is approved, ActOnEnergy will send you an incentive check within 60 days. Custom and retro commissioning projects have similar timelines, except they require pre-approval, and the time you're allowed to complete the project can be extended for complex projects. Once you have completed all the sections of the application, you're ready to submit it. We now have an option for you to submit your application form online. To do this, attach your files and click the Submit button on the application to submit it automatically. Once ActOnEnergy receives the application, we'll send you a confirmation of receipt. If you don't get the confirmation, contact ActOnEnergy to make sure we got your application. If you're submitting the application for pre-approval, ActOnEnergy will email you an estimated incentive letter for standard projects requesting under $10,000 in incentives, or you'll get a pre-approval letter for all other projects. Once you've received either of those letters, you may start your project. Now you should be able to locate resources that can help you get started on your next energy efficiency project and receive cash incentives from Ameren, Illinois ActOnEnergy. Thank you for participating in How to Get Started on Your Energy Efficiency Project. To complete the course survey now, click the pause button and then click the button on the screen. The link to the feedback survey is also located in the attachment section of this course.